happy and we're singing and we're coloring. Give me a high five.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Joe Castro, aka Philly Fresco, here with my brother from another. It's funny. Last time it was just me and James. Right now, it is me and my guy George. George, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? It's been way too long that we're doing this, man. Happy to be here. I know James is always late. You know, he's not. We've been waiting 10 minutes for him, but he'll get here in a little bit. But I'm happy to chop it up, man. Happy to rank these NFC East positions, man. I'm excited about this. Be fun.
Yeah, so he spilled the beans, man. That's what we're gonna do today. I mean, I guess the title kind of spilled the beans, but that's what we're gonna do today, man. We do it every single year. This year we're gonna do it a little bit differently. Me and George are gonna start it off. James is gonna come in, and as George so eloquently put it, he's gonna probably yell at us for every single one of our decisions. But I'm excited for this because I think that not only do we have some young players, some new players on teams that we got to talk about, but we have some of the same old players that we have questions now about, right? Whether or not they're going to be better, whether or not they're going to reclaim that old flame. So there's a lot of different things going on. Before we get into this rankings, though, because I wanted to ask James, and once James comes in, we're going to talk about it. But you know what I got to ask, because it's happiness. It is nothing but happiness and stress-free. You know, I watched Happy Gilmore the other day. I feel like I'm in my happy place right now with the Eagles. They did pretty good with it. I feel like I'm in my happy place with the Eagles right now. Nobody's mad. Everybody's gotten paid. Nobody's holding out. Can't say that about y'all. So talk to me about Terry. Talk to me about Terry. Before we start any list, I need to know about Terry. And what do we need to do to get him in Philly?
To Philly. He's not coming to Philly, by the way. Don't worry about that. I mean, it's a little bit stressful over here in DC, but I think it's all going to work out in the end, right? Terry McLaurin, you know, he basically is up for another contract. He's 30 years old, and that's the sticking point in the whole deal right now, right? So the issue was there's two major issues that happened with Terry McLaurin. One, DK Metcalf got traded from the Seahawks over to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, man, they're desperate, man. They're not the old Steelers we grew up with. They're winning every single year. They're trying to put together a team and trying to win now, and they traded for DK Metcalf. But what ended up happening was they overextended for a contract. They gave him $33 million per year. And I don't know if DK Metcalf's worth $33 million per year, right? The thing is, though, Terry McLaurin, same draft class, more receiving yards, more receptions. Like, you know, if DK can get it, why can't I, right? And that's kind of what it comes down to. So Terry's camp's coming in. They want to get $33 million per year, and that's a lot of money, man. That's putting up there with CeeDee Lamb and Justin Jefferson's $35 million. You know, DK Metcalf's $33. If he gets a little bit more than DK, it's more than CeeDee Lamb, more than Amon-Ra St. Brown. And I love Terry, but I don't know, as a Commanders fan, I don't know if he's that, you know, to that extent. Those guys are some of the best in the entire league. So that's one of the contracts. The other contract was Courtland Sutton. Courtland Sutton, same age as Terry McLaurin, not as productive, not as consistent, and not as healthy as Terry. And Courtland Sutton came in at $23 million, right? So there's 23, there's 33, and there's something in the middle. So basically, it depends on how resolute each side wants to be. I think the best way to do is hit it right down the middle, split it at 27, 28. I think Terry's camp wants it to be 30, and somewhat a 3 in the front of that contract, and we'll see what ends up happening. But real talk, though, the team has total control, right? They have him under contract this year. Basically, Terry will, you know, if he wants to play and he wants to prove himself, he has to play this year. That team can franchise him next year for 28, which is still less than the $33 million they pay him next year. So the team has total control. It just depends on how ugly we want to get it. Because Terry McLaurin, he's been the ultimate soldier. He's been to camp every single year, never complained. Played with 11 trash quarterbacks for the last 6-7 years for us. Now he finally has a good one, but you know, is it the chicken or the egg? Is it Jaden Daniels the one elevating Terry McLaurin, or is it the other way around? So we'll see how that goes. But I think ultimately it's going to get resolved. I think Terry loves being here. It's not a Micah Parsons situation. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, y'all not as bad. I will say that the whole thing going on with, and I can't wait to talk to this man about it, because one thing I will say about James is he'll be very honest about stuff. You know, he's been kind of pessimistic about these Cowboys for a while, so I know he's not going to sugarcoat it. But we've seen it, and I don't think, and I don't want to talk for you, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think any of us, when I say any of, I mean me, you, or James, or really anybody, thinks that the Cowboys are going to let him go. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And not just that, my biggest thing is not necessarily that it doesn't make any sense, because Jerry Jones doesn't make any sense. My thing is, how do you even quantify what he's worth as far as like a trade goes? Like, he's probably going to be the craziest trade that's not involving a quarterback. So, and again, correct me if I'm wrong or if you feel differently. I don't think an edge rusher puts you from a Carolina Panthers to a Detroit Lions. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a Jared Goff kind of did that. So I don't see Micah Parsons' value on the field being that of a quarterback, and I don't know how you quantify it because he is worth. I don't even know.
This is his first contract, Joe. This isn't even his second or third. How do they fumble the bag so hard, right? It's like Micah Parsons, you know he's the face of your team, one of the most elite edge rushers in the entire league. You knew this contract was coming. How did you drop the bag so bad? It just seems like Jerry's lost a step, right? I was talking to someone else earlier on my show, and it was like Jerry Jones used to be endearing. He used to be kind of funny and he used to be charismatic, like win the room. People aren't feeling Jerry Jones anymore. People don't trust him. They think he's kind of lost a step. He's senile. Des Bryant's in the news constantly talking trash about him right now. It's not looking good. So we'll see what happens. I think Micah's from the Pittsburgh, I think he's from PA. Didn't he go to like Penn State?
He's from Harrisburg, isn't I think he's from
Harrisburg, yeah. So yeah, I think Pittsburgh.
I think Mike is from Harrisburg.
I think from Harrisburg, and he said that he wants to go back. If he wanted to go somewhere home, it'd be Pittsburgh from what I get. But like you're right though, Joe. I think what he's 26 years old. You know, $40 million contract coming down the pike. You can't really dodge that. You know, it's going to be 2 first-round picks and a player. One interesting trade I saw today was actually it was the Bengals. It was trading away 2 first-round picks. The Bengals throwing Trey Hendrickson to the Cowboys. The Cowboys getting Micah Parsons on the way back. I mean, you're getting 2 first-round picks. You're still getting an edge rusher. You're losing some age though. Hendrickson's like 30 and Micah's 26. But that'll be interesting. But I don't know. It depends on how petty Micah Parsons wants to get. I think that's a threshold. If Micah Parsons wants to get petty, and he is petty, he might not come to camp. He might not play. He might say he has some back spasms all of a sudden and see what happens there. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk for my guy James. Again, I'll let him, defend his team.
Yeah, he knows more. Yeah,
he has said before that he said it before all this happened that he thought this was going to get ugly because Micah Parsons isn't afraid to talk, right? He's not afraid to, poke his chest out, so to speak, and that's what he's doing right now. It's crazy, and as an Eagles fan, I love it. When you tell me more about the McLaurin situation, because I don't think about money. I'm not one of those people, and I'm not going to act like I am, that sits here and thinks, cap situation, this and that. I've been spoiled by having all right. And so, speaking of defending his team.
Oh, here we go.
My guy.
Damn. James,
can you hear us?
Am I here? Y'all see me?
You can hear us?
Y'all see me? Let's get it, man. I'm so sorry.
DC, man.
Okay, whatever, dog. You just, I mean, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna leave you alone right now. I'm gonna leave you now, dog.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I said it right before you came on. You came on at the perfect time because I said it. You said that this could get ugly. Before we get, because now at perfect time I'm gonna hop into this list. Before we get into that, I asked him about Terry McLaurin. I gotta ask you about the Parsons situation. How did we get here? I guess. I mean, what are you thinking? Do you think this is going to be over soon? I don't know. We talked about this a lot, but let's say it on wax now, I guess.
Okay. All I'm going to say is this, okay? Number one, this is, I guess, this is what the Jones way. I don't like this way. I think it's a disrespectful way. I don't think you need to do your top star players like this year in and year out where you diss them in the media and then you sign them. I don't like that. You can move in silence. You can silence your star. Like, I don't understand where you talk stuff about your players and then sign them and not think the players don't have some kind of beef with you. Like, Dak don't kick it with them Joneses. You know why? Because they goofy. And Micah has been trying to be the good Samaritan for this. And I'm with Micah. I'm sorry. I know this is the tactics, and I know y'all probably going to sign him, but I don't like the tactics the way you do it. You think it's funny, and I don't think it's funny at all. And Micah shouldn't be held to this. In his first 4 years, he's done stuff that nobody has ever done in the NFL. Nobody has ever done this in his first 4 years. And so when you're taking shots at him in the media because it's funny, I just don't understand that because are not players listen to this, players deal with this. And how do you think a player is supposed to go all out for your organization when you're throwing shots at him and then you sign him and think a player is not going to feel some kind of way, even if you sign him, he got all that money. I don't know where you think that.
Yeah, I think hey, I agree. It's become more than football, in my opinion, in a lot of different ways this offseason, because it's just really weird. I'm an Eagles fan. George is a Commanders fan, but I'm sure we can all agree that Micah deserves that money. Micah definitely does not deserve to go through what he's going through right now to get that money. So
no, it doesn't.
This is going to be very interesting. But I do want to get into this list because George is going to have to leave us a little early. He's famous, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give away his.
George
his
is famous.
George is
famous.
Thing, man.
I seen George on his podcast. George is a beast in them streets. I got to give George all props. I be seeing him. He doing his damn thing. I ain't mad.
Appreciate y'all. Very happy. I'm happy to be here with my brothers. We're here, though. Right here.
You're my dog. George is George brings it. He got all kind of people. George is the man.
He definitely is. All right, so James, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so what we're gonna do basically is we're gonna just go through the offense as much as we can with George here.
Okay. I
want to try to agree as much as we can. You know what I'm saying, and make this a list. So we're gonna go through QB, wide receiver, all that. So we'll start with something I think that we'll get close to agreeing with, maybe. And that's gonna be O-line, our offensive line. So I want to go through every position, 1 through 4, rank how you see the division. I think the easiest way to do it is maybe one of us just give our list and then we kind of nitpick that until we find a list. So I guess I'll start it with O-line, you know what I'm saying? Just to kind of give an example. With offensive line, I would personally put it Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, then Giants.
No, you're wrong. You're wrong. No, that sounds wrong. That's wrong. That's totally wrong.
Put it there
because the Commanders' offensive line is not going to be better than Dallas's offensive line this year.
We got to talk about
let's talk about the additions.
Overlooked them. All right, well, let's start off with this, right? So Laramie Tunzel, top 5 left tackle in the entire league, is now on the Commanders.
Right, but did you see his penalties?
Awesome.
Did you see his penpenalties?
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he regret. Why are you not worried about that? You're gonna worry. You say you don't worry about that, George. No, don't do that. Don't do that, George. Because you say you don't worry about that, but the stats say he had a terrible last year.
So he had in regard to false starts, he had 17 false starts. So I'll give you that. You know your shit. He had too many false starts. However, his pass blocking, he's a stone wall, man. I think he had like 3% pass rush rate against him. When so let's say 17 penalties all year long over 17 games is 1 a game. I'll take that if it's the other 500 snaps or him shutting everything down. So I'm not worried about
Let me ask y'all a question while we're on Laramie Tunzel. Who is he head to head with as far as the Cowboys left tackle? Who's the guy that you're saying is going to be better than him?
No, he's better than any left tackle we have. I'll admit that. Larry Tunsil has been there. He's done that. He's better than any left tackle we have right now. So I will not disagree with that. We go all the way down the line. I would definitely say Tyler Smith, Cooper Beebe, and I'm going to tell you that Tyler Booker is going to be better. And then even Terrence Steele who's not great. He's average. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, and Giants for offensive line. That's just my opinion.
So let me throw on this real quick, right? So Laramie Tunsil left tackle. We gotta give him that, right? Sam Cosmi is a Pro Bowl right guard, right? So we have a Pro Bowl right guard. We have an All-Pro left tackle. So 2 of the 5 positions are already pretty damn legit, right? You add Josh Connolly, a first-round pick's going to be the right tackle on the right-hand side. I like Josh Connolly.
He's not better than Terrence Steele.
A little bit at first. I mean, we're talking about collective though, right? So we're looking at our right tackle. So Josh Connolly is doing all right over there. Your boy Biotish at center had a great year. He was a Pro Bowl.
He's better than Cooper Beebe.
So basically, I mean, no, he's not. I mean, Cooper Beebe's probably a better player. All right, we'll see.
No, he's not.
There. All right.
He's not.
Anyways,
and you know it.
But then we have our starting left tackle. Basically, was Brendan Coleman at left tackle. They bumped him into left guard. So he's a monster. 6'4", 350 pounds. I think he's going to be I think he's going to be. Remember how we had Brendan Sheriff go from right tackle to right guard and became an All-Pro? I think Brendan Coleman, I don't know if he's going to be All-Pro, but he's going to be a really good player. On top of that, They have Allegretti, who came from the Kansas City, who started 17 games last year. And they also have Andrew Wiley from Kansas City, who was our right tackle last year, going to left guard as well. So we have depth. We have 3 potential Pro Bowlers. We have an All-Pro on our line. And on top of all that, we do have Jaden Daniels as the quarterback. I think he was
that helps.
get rid of the ball one.
Okay, we're not talking about quarterback though. We're not talking about quarterback though. We're talking about strictly offensive line. So if we're going offensive line, you said your left guard. Your left guard. Who's better than Tyler Smith at your left guard?
Isn't he hurt?
Okay, but we're not talking. He had tendonitis in his knee. We're not doing that. Is Tyler? Who is better than Tyler Smith at your left guard?
Our left guard is the second-year player.
He's not better than Tyler Smith. He's not better than Tyler Smith.
So that's 1-1. Hey, the way I look at it,
it's not 1-1. Don't do that. Let's not do that. I'm keeping it real, Joe. Don't do that. Don't do that.
If you add the ability of Jaden Daniels, it's gonna make
we're not adding the quarterback though. We're talking about strictly the offensive line. Don't add the quarterback. The left guard, Tyler Smith is better than any left guard that the Washington Commanders have right now. Period.
Is Laremy Tunsil the best offensive lineman?
He's your. I admitted it. I admitted that, George. I said he's your best left tackle. We don't have a left tackle that match with him. Larry Tunsil is not that guy like he was anymore. He's had when he was over at Houston, he was the guy. But each year he has downtrended, and you know it, George. Each year he is downtrended. Do that.
Caleb's right. What's up, Caleb? Caleb's my boy, by the way. He's in the chat as well. Dude, Sam Cosby's borderline all-pro right guard, man. He's legit. I mean, I'm saying we have a Pro Bowl right guard. We have an all-pro left tackle, a Pro Bowl alternate center. We have 3 of the 5 are pretty legit, man. And we have a first-round pick at right tackle. I think the potential, the upside is better on us.
I'm asking you, George, who's your center?
Boy, Biotish.
He's not better than Cooper Beebe.
Biotish is good.
He is not better than Cooper Beebe.
I mean, I'm saying he's still pretty damn good, though.
But is he better than Cooper Beebe? Cooper Beebe is going to be an all-pro next year.
We'll see.
I know that.
See, I think.
Why do you think? No, it's not. Why do you think we let Tyler Biadasz walk? Because he doesn't play with power. He gets overpowered at the line of scrimmage. But that didn't happen with Cooper. Do you want me to bring up the stats with Cooper Beebe? Because they were better than Tyler Biadasz's.
Caleb, help me out real quick. Caleb said Tyler Biadasz was top 11 in pass block win rate.
Well, let me.
Biadasz had a good year.
Okay.
Dude,
I won't.
We have plenty to talk about. Offensive line's not the one to bury. So we have quarterback, we have tight end, we have wide receiver. We have plenty to talk about. So I can't. It's 2-1, right? So it's how.
No, I can't give you offensive lineman, big dog. Nope. I'm not going to give you that.
I've seen in the chat that they're split as well. Like I have literally. I don't know. I think it's very, very close. But I just think Commanders are going to look better. I think they're going to look better.
They're going to give up less sacks at the end of the year, right?
You want to bet on that?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Halfway through the year. I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it. I like that. Let's do it.
I'll leave it at like it is. But right now it feels like a tie. It really does. It feels like.
Okay, let's give it a tie because I can't give the Commanders.
Yeah, come on now.
I can't give the Commanders offensive line. Sorry.
Hey, just for the record, PFF ranked Tyler Biadasz higher than Cooper Beebe, by the way. Tyler Biadasz 13th overall center. Cooper Beebe 20th overall center out of 64 positions, just for the record. I'm telling you. Okay. I think you're overlooking Biadasz for real. He's had a good year.
I didn't think that would be as big of a.
We are looking over it because we let him walk. I'm going to be honest with you. George, I'm gonna be honest with you. We are open Tyler Biadasz because we let him. We took this rookie Cooper Beebe, who had an excellent rookie year, only gave up 2 sacks. Was one of the highest players when you talk about rated in pass proficiency and pass blocking and run blocking. He's better Biadasz, and we'll see within the next couple of years he will be heads and hold up. He will be heads and shoulders above Biadasz within the next couple of years. Facts.
Next couple of years. All right. So last year, Tyler Biadasz gave up 1 sack. Guess how many Cooper Beebe gave up? 3 sacks, right?
3 as a rookie. As a rookie.
It says 3 on PFF.
Who never played center.
Last year, right? Coming up
Who never played center in the NFL.
All right. Well, So going into the season, on paper, the Commanders have a better
Okay.
offensive line than the Cowboys. That's a fact. That's a fact.
All right,
Nah.
we're gonna
All right.
move now.
All right, I'll give that to you, George, but it's not real. But I'm gonna let you have it.
I'm gonna say it.
We're gonna revisit this. We're definitely gonna revisit this.
It's gonna
Okay.
get hot real
Let's
quick. I know
revisit
we're
that.
going next. It's getting hot real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna keep
Okay.
it angry. We're gonna keep it angry, and I'm
Okay.
gonna make it even more fun. I took O-line. I'm gonna have George take QB, and I would love to hear because I already kind of feel like I know where this is going. I would love to know.
So we got to be honest with ourselves, right, gentlemen? We got to be honest with how this is going to shape up, right? All of us have pride in our quarterbacks. We all kind of like think that some are better than the other, but clearly the best quarterback in the division with the most upside, the most talent, and the best stats, and it took his team to a whole other level is Jaden Daniels.
Dak did the same thing his rookie year. He just got to a championship game. That's it. That's it.
I'm going to throw Jalen Hurts at number 2. I'm going to give Jalen Hurts number 2.
Why?
He took his team to
the Super Bowl
MVP.
He didn't take his team to the Super Bowl. Saquon Barkley did.
He balled out in that Super Bowl, James. He balled out.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. I think the Eagles. I think he got carried by his team. But
If he got carried by his team, so you're gonna say he's better than Dak because he got carried by his team all year.
Dak looked bad.
Dak's not healthy though, man. Dak hasn't played. He barely played.
You know what? I'll leave you at that because I don't agree, but I will give you that because Dak didn't play all year last year. I will give you that. I will concede to that.
So thank you. I'll be real this entire time too. I promise you, I'll be real. I'll be fair when the things come down. But let's be real, right? If you were going to start a team, if you're going to start with a quarterback from the NFC East, who would you pick? Would it be Jaden Daniels or would it be Jalen Hurts? Come on.
Are we talking about like age doesn't matter? Like same age?
We're talking about like, if you had a lottery.
I would take Jaden Daniels. I would take Jaden Daniels over Jalen Hurts. Yes, I would.
I would take Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely. I mean, that's fair.
Because I feel like he can throw better than Jalen Hurts, in my opinion.
I feel like in the NFL, one thing that gets overlooked is a person that's just a winner, and he's a winner. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Jalen Hurts, people can talk as much as they want about, he has this. He has that
that's funny that you're saying that. That's funny you saying that though, Joe. Now you talking about he's a winner.
He's a winner.
Now you talking about he's a winner. Oh, I'm gonna be quiet.
I mean, he is a winner. At the end of the day, you could talk about all the people that are on his team. You still need to be the great point guard. You still need to be the guy that gets the ball to the other player.
Your defense won that Super Bowl.
You can make the argument that the defense lost us the Super Bowl in 2022. It didn't matter that Jalen Hurts had an amazing game. He lost that game.
Hey, listen, I admit it. No, I'll admit it to you, Joe, that Jalen Hurts balled out the Super Bowl where y'all lost. He balled out. I will admit to you, he balled out. He did. I will not take anything away from him. But when we talk about this Super Bowl, he won the MVP, but in my opinion, it should have been the defense that won the MVP because the defense won that Super Bowl, not Jalen Hurts.
Hurts had play after play in that Super Bowl, and you can even.
I don't care. That defense dominated.
Look back at last year.
That defense dominated
last year when we had that whole dismantling of our team. Our whole team just started sucking out of nowhere after Week 12. He was the only reason we had 11 wins. He was literally the only reason. But when we were winning like that, people said it was still ugly. It's not sustainable. But now that we find a way to just win and it's not as pretty, people want to take away from what he's done. Jalen Hurts has been the most efficient quarterback in Super Bowl history. Top 3. Like
somebody's got to knock it. Someone's got to knock it down when you're set up for a good shot, right? And I think Jalen Hurts can be clutch, and he did a good job there. But I think Saquon Barkley, we can all agree, was the best player all year long for the Eagles. He carried the team all year long, to be honest with you. And then the first time ever we saw Patrick Mahomes pedestrian because of the Eagles' defense in the Super Bowl. But I got to give Jalen Hurts credit. When it comes to clutch time, he played well. He is deceiving with his running abilities, and he can actually get up. He can create, extend drives as well. He had a good year last year. That's why I'm not hating on him. I'm not taking him over my guy. I think Jay Daniels had a more impressive year with the positions around him. So that's why I'm giving.
I'll give you that.
I'll give you that. I'll take Dak as third. I'm not a hater. Somebody in here, Jose Reyes. You just be quiet because you just a hater. But he been talking trash this whole time. But I would give you Dak as third because he didn't finish the whole season. Jaden Daniels is a dog. I will not disagree with that. He is an absolute dog. I mean, he is. He can do everything. He can throw the ball. He can run. I mean, accuracy. He is a dog. And I'm going to give him the edge as far as ability over Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts is a very good quarterback. I'm not dissing Jalen Hurts. He is cerebral. He is very cerebral. He is the same all the way through. You feel me? Whether low, be high, Jalen Hurts is steady all the way through. So that's what I would give Jalen Hurts. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is overall a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, but he finished the whole year. He won the Super Bowl. Dak did not do anything. He played 8 games and he was out. So I will give Dak the third behind that because of that.
I think people are just looking for ways to discredit Jalen, but I will say that if it was a,
I'm not discrediting Jalen.
I get what y'all saying. If this was a Madden, just building a franchise, Jalen Hurts has the prettier ball and he put up good numbers for his rookie year. People also didn't know what Jaden Daniels was. I can't even talk. Nobody knew what Jaden Daniels was. I would love to see what he's going to do now. I would love to see why, we put 55 up on him and he looked very bad in the first half. I want to know why he continuously looked bad in a lot of first halves. So, I mean, at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts did what he was supposed to do. I'll take it that y'all want to put him at number 2. I know I'm not going to win that fight. I don't think that he's number 2. I think he's number 1. I think he's number 2 in the NFL. I think you can make an argument he's number 1 in the NFL.
Wow. Hell no. Hell no. He is not number 1 in the NFL. Hell no. I don't care. You're only saying that because of Super Bowl, bro. Don't do that, Joe. See, you know what, Joe? Don't do that because Trent Dilfer and some other people won the Super Bowl. Don't do that. We're talking about overall skill. Don't, but don't do that, Joe. We know Jalen Hurts is a nice quarterback, but see, y'all, well, here's the thing. Like LeBron James said, that ring culture. Y'all lean on that ring culture because he went to the Super Bowl twice and he got a ring. You live on that ring culture. And because ring culture, it makes you pump up your quarterback a little bit more. And don't tell me that's not true.
It definitely does. Don't get me wrong. Look, do I think that Jalen Hurts is the top black Tom Brady? Yes, I do. But I still feel unbiasedly, it's hard to really say that he is not one of the greats when he's consistently being named with the greats.
He is not one of the greats. Don't do that. He is not one of the greats. Jalen Hurts is not one of the greats. Man, oh my God. Jalen Hurts is not one of the greats. Please don't do that.
Let's keep it moving.
I'm not going to. Yeah, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
When you look at his numbers, when you look at what he's done in the Super Bowl namedly, that boy's name is next to greats. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all hype up.
I'm glad you with me on that, George.
Absolutely. He didn't throw for 3,000 yards.
Who cares? What is 3,000 yards?
Come on, George.
You get a trophy for 3,000 yards?
What do you mean? Who cares? What do you mean? Who cares? That matters.
For throwing a certain amount of numbers.
You got an offense. Listen, you got an offensive line. You got dope receivers. You got a dope tight end. You got an awesome running back. Yeah. You got a top front line. You got really good secondary. Don't do that.
Keep that energy when we go through this list. All right, so
I will keep that energy because y'all don't have no winning records against us.
All right, let's go to we're going next. Running back?
Yeah, we'll do running back next. James, I'll let you take this one. We're going around the rosy.
We're third. we wait. Running backs, we ain't shit. Go ahead, y'all got it.
Yeah, I think.
What do you think, Joe? I want to hear what you have to say.
I think running backs wise. All right, so I think that the Eagles are in a class by themselves. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
because Saquon.
Saquon. So what is the Commanders doing at running back? Because honestly, I can't say I follow you enough to make this.
Who's your starting running back, George?
I'm gonna break it down for you. I'm gonna talk about it right now. So real quick, I'm looking at Lynn and Camo. By the way, they're saying 3,000 yards is average. Come on, y'all. 3,000 yards as a quarterback.
It is 33,000 is average.
That's 100 average. Yeah, not good. It's 175 yards per game. That's not that good as a quarterback.
Exactly.
It's not best in the
NFL.
Have
like 800 running yards as well, but that don't count. My bad.
So did Jaden Daniels, by the way. Let's keep
55, George. 55 on his head top.
All right, so let's keep talking on the defense. But anyway, let's keep talking about this. Running back, this is where I'm at. And James, I'm willing to have a conversation here. Don't get upset. I'm not willing to throw this out there. I got Philadelphia at number 1, right? I got Washington at number 2. Okay, I got New
You
York.
shouldn't.
I got New York at number
Giants
two.
are Giants.
I
Giants
got
have a
New,
better running game than y'all
I'm
do.
about to say New York's actually. I got to give them some credit. I got New York at number 3. Then I got you guys at
Why
number
you have
4.
New York over 3 when they had that Tracy dude that's better than
Yeah,
any of
Tracy,
your
Tracy is
running
nice.
backs?
Tracy's dope, man. Tracy's dope, and Scotabo is pretty good too. So they're pretty solid over there in New York. I'm
So
not
how
gonna
are they
lie.
not above y'all, George?
Brian Robinson's pretty solid, man. Brian Robinson gets you 800 yards per
Tracy came
game.
in and dog though. Tracy came
Tracy,
in as
Tracy,
a dog though.
that's why I'm willing to talk about it, right? So Brian Robinson, 800
Okay.
yards, 800 yards, right? I think he had 9 touchdowns last
Mm-hmm.
year. So 809.
Mm-hmm.
That's something to sneeze at, and he missed like 4 games, right? So I think if he played all 17, he breaks 1,000 yards for Brian Robinson. Like you have that option with Jaden Daniels. So like you're going to get a better running game with a mobile quarterback, right? We have Austin Eckler, number 2, as our second running back. He's a pretty damn good third down receiving back.
He is.
He's a special teams guy. He's a good, actually a great pass blocker. Then our third running back is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, who was the East West Shrine Bowl MVP. He's having a great camp, and people are saying he might even take the job and steal it from Brian Robinson. So like there's some upside there. Then you have Jeremy McNichols from the Seahawks. He's our 4th running back. He's solid altogether. But like I think collectively, that's a pretty good group. If you look at Robinson, Eckler, Krosky-Merritt, my thing is I see Krosky-Merritt being pretty damn good. And I think that's what kind of bumps him over the Giants. Like I think Tracy's legit. I don't know what Scottabo's going to be. Scottabo's a football player, but like, is he going to be a good running back yet? Who knows?
Yes, he will be. I think he will
fast twitch.
be a good running back with New York. Listen, I don't think
have
Cam
Devin Singletary,
Scatterboo is
too?
like that. Yeah, but listen, I don't think Cam Scatterboo is that guy. But in the Giants offense, I feel like he will be really good. I just feel that way. I just feel
him to be right.
Yes, yeah. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like he will be good.
Yeah,
so go ahead.
I'll toss it to y'all. I put my so that's what I'm saying. I put my argument out there. You guys can beat it up. Whatever you guys think. I don't know if you think New York's above Washington, or I don't know where you guys.
I personally think Washington is going to be a little bit above. I mean, New York is going to be a little bit above Washington because I think that Tracy is legit, and he to me is above a little bit of Rob. I like Robinson. Robinson's a dog. Like I'm not. I've been told you, George. I like Robinson. He's a dog.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Tracy came in out of nowhere and really turned up. So I had to give him over that. And then the Cam Scatterboo, I just really feel like he's a giant guy. He is a giant guy, and he's really going to flourish in that system. That's just me. And that's why I'm giving them the little bit. I'm not giving them a high edge over you guys. Nothing like that. A little bit edge over you guys. And that's the only reason why I say that. And I'm going to really put us down because we don't know who ours is going to be. You feel me? We don't know. We're dealing with Miles Sanders. We're dealing with Javonte Williams. Now, we do got that dog from Texas. That's a dog. And I think he will be nice. We'll see. But that's a we'll see. So I'll put us 4th with you guys. I'll put us at the bottom. See, I keep it real. I'll put us at the bottom, but I can't give y'all over the Giants at running back. I got to put the Giants above y'all. I'm sorry.
All right, that's fair. Fair enough.
I agree just because it's Devin Singletary. To be honest, that was like my biggest. But I don't think that the Cowboys are as bad as like they're making it. I think they're just like kind of shell shocked because they were so bad last year.
We're just unknown. We got a lot of unknown. We unknown.
I think Miles Sanders was a good pickup for y'all, to be honest. I mean, I know Eagles fans, kind of hate on him. I hate this thing. All right, here we go. But I to be real with you, I agree with you guys, but I would even put Cowboys over. I know you're going to be like, what? Washington. I just don't think that. I think that Washington doesn't have anybody that's really proven. I feel like Miles Sanders has been a running back one before. I think that he can be good behind that line. Will he? I don't know, obviously, but the Panthers really gave him no opportunity. So I don't think that it was trash. So I don't know. I'll agree with you.
It was a bad situation in Carolina because I went and delved in it. He had some mental issues with that. And here's the thing. You got to look at when Miles Sanders came over his first year, he was with Frank Wright. He got fired, remember that. And when they had the new coach come in, the new coach could have said, hey, I ain't messing with you, Sanders. I got my guy here, Chuba Hubbard. That's the guy we want. So Miles Sanders said, hey, I ain't no bum. I've been doing this, but it's the circumstances. You get what I'm saying? Well, I'll say, but Miles Sanders still has to prove because he's been, it's been a couple years, so he has to prove. So that's why I'm willing to push back and say, hey, we need to prove our whole running back group. So I'm willing to say we'll be at the bottom because we have to do some proving. But if Miles Sanders did that with Philly and had 1,400 yards behind a good offensive line, I don't know why he can't do that with Dallas.
I think it's safe that both of us, Dallas and Washington, are probably going to have different running backs next year anyway, right? I feel like Brian Robinson,
Right.
like it's a last year of his contract.
Yeah.
He's going to walk at the end of the year
Yeah.
anyway. So we'll see. I mean,
We'll see.
what's up?
Eagles feel good. Eagles feel good. We feel good about our situation. Best quarterback, best O-line, best running back. It's feeling good.
No, you don't have the best quarterback. Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts.
I try to just sneak that in. All right. So the next one I want to do, honestly, is a interesting one to me because on paper, I would probably put the tight end group for Philly, but I kind of want to hear what y'all think because I know y'all you got still Ferg, right? Y'all still got Ferguson.
Yeah, we just signed his ass.
So I mean, what are y'all?
Yeah,
because Zach Ertz was all right. You know what I'm saying? He especially towards the end of the year. The Giants, I don't even know who they have.
Theo Johnson. They have Theo Johnson.
Shout out to Theo.
He's all right.
Theo.
I'm gonna have to say Dallas on the tight ends. We better than the Commanders.
I don't know, dude. Zach Ertz had 700 yards.
Zach Ertz is old as hell. I'm gonna go ahead and say Jake Ferguson's better than Zach Ertz.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does matter.
I don't know. So
Zach Ertz is washed, bro.
If you look at the stats, he had the best one out of anywhere the tight ends on the. He's better
so
than
you
Donovan.
taking Zach Ertz over?
We kind of had 400 yards last year. Why is he automatically number one? Because he's the Eagle. Why is
who's your backup? Who's your backup on the Commanders? Who's your backup?
Ben Sinnott.
Yeah, he's actually.
And I'm gonna say Luke Schoonmaker, year 3 is better than him.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Ben Sinnott's gonna be year 2 for us, so we have that. John Bates is more of a.
We're taking our tight ends over you, George. I'm sorry. Put us at number 2. Put us at number 2, Joe.
If you want to go that route,
give us number 2, Joe.
Let me look at Dallas Goedert's numbers real quick.
I don't think that.
I don't have to fight it out. We're better than them at the tight end position.
Let's take a look at this real quick. Dallas Goedert, 400.
I'm not putting him at number 1. I'm not putting him at number 1. I think third right now is fair because behind him we got Grant Calcaterra, who's another unknown. I know we just got CJ, if I'm not mistaken, this year. We still have him. Our tight end situation is probably one of the most up in the air situations, in my opinion. We signed 15 tight ends, so I don't even think we know what we're going to be at tight end.
So Zach Ertz was number 11 overall in receiving yards in the entire NFL for tight ends. He had 91 targets, 66 catches, 7 touchdowns, and 654 yards. I have to scroll down to number 19, where Dallas Goedert is 494 yards, 59. He had 59 catches.
Jose Reyes, shut up. Jose Reyes, shut up. Shut up. Keep my name out your mouth.
Ferguson's not even top 25 on here.
Because he was hurt. He was hurt. He did have a hurt year.
So I mean, if we're going off of the school,
but Joe, remember year 2 we were talking about Dallas Goedert and Jake Ferguson and banging back and forth, was we not?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. My whole thing is Dallas Goedert doesn't play enough for me to put him at number 1 or 2. So I really Zach got a dog in this fight.
So 7 I'm gonna throw it out there. 7 touchdowns for Zach Ertz, right? Divisional playoff round against Detroit Lions, scored a touchdown. We lost against y'all in the NFC Championship. Zach Ertz, 16 targets, 11 catches, 104 yards. The last game Zach Ertz had on the field was 104 yards on the field in the NFC Championship game. I just think there's a disrespect for Zach Ertz. Why? Because he's old.
Because he is old.
Clearly putting up better numbers than anyone else. Yeah.
Lynn says that Calcaterra is proven. He has 33 catches in 3 years. He is not proven. He's a good player. I think that he's going to be good for us, but he is not proven. He's not a guy you're going to put him out there on the first, you know what I'm saying, the first team and be like, oh, we're good. No, he's a good player, but proven, I don't know about that. I would, if I had to pick, I would probably take Zach Ertz right now over Jake Ferguson just because
I
think that Zach Ertz,
Eagles fan, respect to win.
I think that Zach Ertz is more important right now to the Commanders. I think I agree. He's going to get more numbers.
That's a great way of looking at it. I think he's a featured option in our offense. So that's why I agree with that, Joe.
I'm taking a Jake Ferguson, a healthy Jake Ferguson this year of a healthy Zach Ertz. Sorry.
He's younger. I mean, that's you got that for him.
I mean, it's technically 2-1, 2 versus 1. I'm taking third, so I'm taking the back seat. I think that it's close though. I think the Commanders have a slight edge over the Cowboys. That's my personal.
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't.
I think you brought the tiebreaker, Joe. I think they're pretty damn close, but I think Zach Ertz is more of a feature player. So
but you're talking about the whole tight end room, and I said Schoonmaker and then Brevin Spanford are better than your tight ends that you have now.
They haven't done anything.
That's probably. I mean,
I'm just saying.
Schoonmaker will have more pedigree, more draft.
I'm just saying.
The wide receiver is going to be pretty wild. So I'm interested.
Yeah, so stay out of the wide receiver. That's not your business right there.
Yeah, right.
That's not your business.
Right.
Right there. Lead the receivers alone. That's not your business.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's go.
We call receivers.
Y'all know who I'm putting number 1.
I'm glad I got some Commander representation.
The only reason why the receivers of Smitty and AJ Brown is because they are established, and we haven't seen George Pickens and CD together. But I guarantee you, by the end of the year, they will be talking about CD Lamb and George Pickens over your squad.
I'm glad Lynn said that. Your audio was kind of chopping in and out. I thought it was me for a second there, but you were in and out a little bit. You're talking nonsense.
That's not talking nonsense. No, you don't have no receiving core over there, George. Your receiving core is whack.
Get out of here, dude.
I mean, the Commanders could be good.
They're not better overall.
It's all
than our receiving core. Devontae Turpin.
So let's
Devontae Turpin, who was an All-Pro as a special teams. You remember Devontae Turpin, don't you, George? You sure? You remember him, don't you?
I do.
Okay. I just want to make sure you remember him. And then we have Jonathan Mingo, Jonathan Tober. We have a slew of players that are better than yours.
Jonathan Mingo.
I'm gonna say we're second. I'm gonna say we're second behind the Eagles. You are not taking that.
We can go if we're going. Are we going wide receiver room or top two? What are we doing?
Then you're in top 2. What?
How are we going?
CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens is better than anybody you guys got. Stop it.
CeeDee Lamb is better
oh
than
my
Terry
God!
McLaurin.
CeeDee Lamb ain't better than Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Shut your mouth.
I said he is. I said
okay. So George Pickens is better than any
Debo is better than George Pickens.
Second receivers.
George Pickens is not better than anybody right now. George Pickens doesn't have the right to say he's better than anybody.
Man,
yeah, George Pickens is an absolute wild card. I agree with that,
you know what?
I think that
log off. I'm logging off. I'm logging off. George Pickens and Debo are not the same. You're talking crazy, Joe.
I think they are. You don't know what you're going to get out of either.
No, I don't. George Pickens is better than Debo. Period.
Who's a more privileged player in the league, Debo or George Pickens?
My boy's only been in the league 3 years. Look at the stat.
DT, you heard that, Mike?
Oh, man.
I do. I showed you the stats in the chat. We already talked about this. You know, I hating on it. Remember that?
Yeah. I would right now.
So you would take. So if you had a
Cowboys
choice, I just want to ask you a question. If you had a choice of Debo Samuels or George Pickens, you're going to take Debo Samuels?
I will take Debo Samuels.
You a whole lie. You're lying.
I'll take Debo Samuels.
You're only saying that because you play for Washington. You're a liar.
No. Absolutely not. I promise you. I think the way the wide receivers actually break down, real talk, I'd probably say AJ Brown. I don't know. Maybe AJ Brown's the best wide receiver in the entire division, right? Then CeeDee Lamb. Then probably Malik Neighbors, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Then Terry, right? Then Terry. Then probably Debo, and then George Pickens.
No. So you're putting. Well, hold on. You putting Pickens and Debo over Devontae.
You don't hear me?
Oh, sorry, I forgot about Devontae Smith. I forgot about him. Okay, yeah. I don't know where I put Devontae Smith, to be honest with you. I don't know where.
I think he's better than Terry.
He probably, no, I don't think he's better than Terry. I think he's better than Debo, probably. I think he's better. He's a better pure wide receiver than Debo. Debo's a weapon. That's the trick. Debo is a weapon compared. He's an offensive weapon, while George Pickens, he's a pretty good jump ball wide receiver. What else does he offer? I don't see George Pickens as like a dominant wide receiver, in my opinion. I'm being real. I'm not trying to be hated at all. I'm just being honest with you. Like how many, like 4 touchdowns a year? How many does he have? me take a look. George Pickens had 3 touchdowns last year. And he had 5 the year before that and 4 before that. He only has 12 for his entire career. He's not a dog at all. Terry McLaurin had 13 last year. It's more than his entire career, man. Come on.
I would say that. I would say I've even said this to George that I think that the Washington might even their wide receiver core might end up worse than the Giants. So we'll see. Because I think Neighbors clears anybody on the Commanders.
I agree. I think Neighbors is a dog, and I want him.
Their backup isn't that bad. I'm losing his name right now, but they have a backup that's not that bad. And I know that when I was talking to you about it, I remembered it. But
on the wide receiver,
I forget who it was.
Our wide receiver. So our wide receivers, they go. It goes Terry. It goes Deebo Samuel. We have Noah Brown. We have Jalen Lane. We got from Virginia Tech, pretty good player. Luke McCaffrey, KJ Osborne. Who else do we have? We had Scott Corey Brooks from the Alabama 5-star recruit. He's on our team as well. I mean, it's a deeper one, but I think if you want to go deeper, maybe you say the Cowboys are deeper. But top 2 is I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that.
This is gonna be fun to look back on. I'm gonna be real with you.
Save this, and we'll definitely look back on it for sure. So for the record, Deebo had 900 yards and he had 12 touchdowns in 2023. So he had 2 years ago. Whatever you can say that's 2 years ago. That wasn't even his best year. He had more touchdowns in 2023 than Pickens had in his entire career, and that's not even his peak year. His peak year was in 2021, where he was an All-Pro. So Deebo's been putting up numbers better than Pickens. I don't know where the Pickens is better than Deebo argument comes from. Like I just don't know.
I think that Pickens has a higher ceiling. I think that if Pickens
maybe higher ceiling, he's younger, maybe I can see that.
If he plays into what he should be, then I think he could be one of them ones. I think he could be a great wide receiver in this league. But I think that you can say Deebo can have another great year. I really don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
I do know that, AJ, we know what AJ and Devontae going to give us, even down to Jahan Dotson. But then you look at the Giants, Darius Slayton's not a terrible option. Obviously, Malik Neighbors is a good player. They had that.
Wandale Robinson, I think, right? They have another wide receiver. Wandale Robinson.
We'll see what happens with that quarterback room. They got like 3 guys that are decent options, I guess.
Winston will put up numbers. I'll tell you that
he'll
much.
Go 30 for 30. He'll go 30 for 30.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get one last one in, and then we'll get out of here.
Okay.
I knew this was going to get heated. It said it in the thing. I want to do one last one to get this. This is probably going to be one of the more debated ones as well. But I want to do head coach. I want to know who y'all think head coach wise, because I feel like we all have head coaches that kind of focus on the offense, except for, I guess, Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn's more of a defensive guy. But so I'm just going to tie it in with the offense. Do one of y'all want to I would take my guy over all 3 of y'all, and I think y'all know that. So I maybe I'm not the best person to give the list. I don't know.
I can start. I gotta leave. I got another show at 8:30. I got to run in a second anyway. But I think so. I hate the guy. I hate the guy. But if you go to Super Bowls consistently and you win a Super Bowl, you got to give it to him, right? So I'm going to give you Sirianni number 1. I'm reasonable. Hopefully, you guys are seeing that. I got to go number 2 with Dan Quinn, man. You take a team to go 4-12 to 12-5. I mean, 4-13 and 12-5. You got to go number 2 with him. I don't like Dable. I'll put him at number 4. And then we don't, Schottenheimer's is a complete unknown, so we have no idea what he's going to be. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I want to hear from y'all before I get off. From what I'm catching, like they're fighting in camp at Cowboys camp. People getting kicked off the field. I'm not hearing great things. So I don't know. That's where I land. I don't know what y'all think. Is James still here? Or did he log off?
Still here. You hear us, James?
Okay. Did he get mad and jump off?
He's still here. Maybe we can't hear you, James.
I can't see his camera. I don't know if you can see his camera. I don't have the option.
I can see his camera.
Okay.
But quickly, I'll give my thought. I agree with you 100%. To be honest with you, the only difference between Dabble and Shoddy, I guess, right? That's what they're calling him.
Yeah.
As you know, with Dable, I liked Dable when he first became a head coach. I thought he was going to be really good. And just lately, it's just I've seen what you're giving me. So until you give me something different, it feels like he's kind of a yes man for this organization that has no idea what they're trying to do. So It'll be interesting, but I agree with you.
Let me get the
we got James back.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
What up,
Can you
buddy?
hear me?
Hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Okay, so good. I'm glad you can hear me because guess what? Schottenheimer's a beast. He's just like Sirianni. So you want to give Sirianni all that love. I'm going to give you that because he went to Super Bowls. And that's the only reason why you're sweating him right now because he went to Super Bowls. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it. And I'm going to get
credit for Super Bowls because like that's my thing. It's like
I will agree. But you know what? I'm not giving Dayball over Schottenheimer. I'm not doing that. I'm going to say Schotty's third.
We both agree.
Yeah. So we're all on the same page then. We're all on the same page then.
Yeah.
You would put Dan Quinn over Shotty though, right?
Yes, I will. Because Dan Quinn has went to a Super Bowl with the Falcons. And then Dan Quinn on his first year, he took his team to the championship. So I can't say Shotty is better than him and he ain't did nothing. That's stupid.
No, facts.
There you go. We all agree on something. See how
that
that
was a
works
good
out?
way to end it. That was a nice way to end it. All right. So we've had 560 people in this chat over the time that we've been here. So shout out to everybody that's been.
Jose Reyes, shut your bitch ass up. Excuse my language. Shut up. Shut up. Keep my name out your mouth. Shut up.
Yeah. But yeah, so shout out to everybody in the chat, man. So George has to go you want to give a shout out to where you're going? Is it live or is it like something getting recorded?
I think it's getting recorded, but yeah, I don't know if it's live or not. I'll just shout it out right now. But yeah, first of all, chat, I love you. That was good times. You guys were respectful. We had a good conversation. I know Jose and James got into it, but everyone else was pretty damn cool.
Because he kept my name in his mouth the whole stream. Be quiet.
He wants your name around. See, that wants all your name around. So
dog, stay off me.
It was great with James' office, hilarious. But yeah, anyways, I'm going on a podcast with Joe Bond. He does Going for Two. It's gonna be a fantasy podcast. He's gonna ask me about the Commanders. He's gonna be asking me about like some of the big players that are going on right now. So I'm gonna go over there at 8:30. I double booked myself. But I had a blast tonight, fellas. Next Sunday, let's run it back. Let's do the defense, guys.
We're gonna do the defense in the Eagles.
Yes, George. Hey, I appreciate George. You a beast in these streets. I've been watching your shows with Big Doug, I believe. Mm-hmm. I just got to give you a lot of props, man. You're a professional all the way, man. I really love what you're doing in the streets, Commander streets, and just in the streets for the NFL. So I got mad respect for you. I love what y'all do. I was watching the show where y'all had the last guest on where he was really breaking down the contracts and talking about those things. So I just want to give you a lot of props for that. Joe's my dog for life. Jose Reyes, you can kiss a black ass.
Damn, why gotta be black, man? He said the Hulk Hogan at the end of the.
He said he kiss his black ass. What he said. That's just
kiss my black ass, Joe. Jose Reyes, shut up. Not you, Joe. Jose Reyes can shut up. Kiss my black ass.
So I'm gonna slide off real quick, but anyways, the feeling's mutual, James. I love y'all. So the best part about it, and I hope y'all catch the vibes in the like people in the chat watching us. We love our teams. We love to talk ball. We love to talk shit, but at the same time, we have respect for each other, right? We never cross any lines with each other. That's how it is.
For sure.
That's why it's a good
That's
show.
how we do it.
But yeah, we gonna get off here, y'all. We hit an hour. James came in at the literal perfect time because we were literally just getting on to
perfect time. Right.
But no, it's good to get back into the feel of this, man. I don't want to make this too long because I know you got to go, George. But it's good to get back into the feel of this. We appreciate y'all so much. We will be back next week with more heat, more fire, and more Jose versus James, apparently. So
I'm gonna come in here next time, Jose. I'm gonna tear your ass up as soon as you come in here. Shut the hell up, Jose, goof ass Reyes.
Might be coming back soon, but
goofball.
Other than
Shut
that,
up.
Y'all know what
Shut
it is,
up.
man. That's my guy James. That's my brother George. And we're the best of enemies, y'all. Peace.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're